Welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get this house painted. So Earl's already outside in the back. He just today has started on the back. So how we're gonna do it is we're gonna finish the front, and then we're gonna do the back, and then we're gonna leave the sides for last. That's how he wants to do it. Not really sure why. So I'm gonna show you real quick what he's working on, and then I'm gonna go out front and finish it up. We're pretty much done with the front. I just have to do some touch up, and then he's gonna go underneath with the trim color. It's not really black, but I'm calling it black. So it's like the color of my shirt, charcoal gray. All right, voiceover because of music, but he's out here blasting some country and stuff. So one thing I forgot to mention is that little window that he painted around. I actually took black paint and painted a trim piece all the way around that window. And the funny thing is, I'm not very good at a straight line, so it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But the other two windows, the kitchen and the other window you seen there, that actually has trim around it. But oh, I was trying to show you guys. There's our grass. I haven't shown you guys the yard, I guess, in a while, huh? Also, little surprise, I probably want to actually, if I'm not going to take that thing down, I want to move it because I need grass like everywhere, and that's just kind of prohibiting it from growing, the little she shed thing, but that's what it looks like up close. Good thing I didn't get the dog crap in the picture, huh? Okay, real quick, I just wanted to say this whole video, I kind of wanted to do it like vlog style, but I am actually going to start painting right now. I've been making tea. This green tea is getting me going. So let's get going. Everything's already in the garage. That's as far as Earl got so far. So I want to just get that done and over with. And then maybe we can flip-flop. Like I can go back in the back and touch up what he's doing. Since he's using the roller, what I like to do is I like to use the brush because I feel like I can just cut in and all that. So I'll basically be cutting in after he has rolled. Sometimes we just do whatever works, you guys. Like, we're not trying to be like, oh, we're professional, because we're not, you know. Leave that for the professionals. And if you feel like hiring one, have fun with that. Also, I am 27 weeks pregnant. So all these things that we need to do them quick, because when I hit 7 months, somewhere around there, it's going to be like my energy levels plummeted. So I have like a week. Less than a week. Oh my gosh. Don't mind our garage. It's the same as it always is. Actually, it's not as bad. Also, my son's moving out. After, like, he's moving out in a few days, and he's got like bin after bin after bin of stuff. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Look at this. It's so bad, but you know what? It's doing the job. So, I mean, we're not trying to be neat. We're just trying to get it done. It doesn't have to be neat to get done. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be careful. We just go back and touch up the trim afterwards. So no big deal. That's when we need a good brush. But yeah, so there's that. I have this, and then we've got the green color. So the color is called Quaking Bog, and the trim color is like a charcoal gray, and it's called Arrowhead. I couldn't remember. I was going to put it in my other video, and I totally forgot. So it's a weird name, Quaking Bog, but it's a beautiful, beautiful color. They go good together, that's for sure. So what Earl does is he pours from the 5-gallon into this. Is it actually 5 gallons? Yeah, it is 5 gallon. Okay. Anyways. Anywho. I feel like I'm going to get sick soon. My voice just seems funny. Ooh, mama. So what I like to do is when I'm not really in the mood to paint, like today, I'm in the mood, but I'm not, but I'm tired. Anyways, when that happens, what I like to tell myself is that I have to paint the house every day, and I didn't do it yesterday because I was just extremely exhausted. So that's when I cleaned stuff inside the house instead, like the couches and stuff. I made it short. But what I like to do is fill that little bucket and then use it all up, and then I call it good if I'm still not in the mood to paint. But I at least try every day to do like a little bit of something. I just stirred up my paint. So if you guys see the edge of the house right here, see how there's some white? Basically, I'm going to be cutting in to where it's green, and then eventually, I don't know if I'm going to do charcoal gray, do any trim color, or I think after that I'm going to go help Pearl, but I've got to do it like up high around the windows. The other night I was in between both these windows working like as high as I could reach, so like 3 boards up from the bottom of the window and then all the way to like the door. So I think I went up there too. Oh, I didn't. I have to go on this side of the window. I don't know. But I basically did the lower section, except I didn't make it go all the way to the edge of the house over here. Girl's making homemade hamburger buns. Good morning. It's actually the next day. Totally forgot to share dinner. Earl made the burger buns. He's like, "Oh, are you gonna take a picture?" And I totally forgot like why he was telling me that because I had recorded it. But anyways, it was good nonetheless, right? So today, I am actually working on repainting my whole kitchen. And if you guys are in shock right now and you haven't seen my shorts, basically I let you guys know in a short that I am repainting my whole kitchen. 3 shorts I said that in. But if you don't watch the shorts, it's fine. So here's the thing. I'm tired of the gray. I have everything's a mess. Let me just kind of take you around. But I'm tired of the gray. The doors can go back onto this cabinet right here. I'm about to paint the pantry right here. Currently, Earl's outside painting the back of the house. It's a mess, and I was going to do one cabinet at a time, but I'm like, realistically, if I want to get it done, it's not going to get it done by just like one thing at a time. In a way, I am doing one thing at a time because that one is almost done, and this is going to get done today. That is my goal because I need that table cleared. So the color that I'm painting my kitchen is creamy mushroom. Now here's the thing. It started out with my backsplash. I did that backsplash, and come to find out I found a color that I painted the wall, and it's called creamy mushroom. That's the color. It's by Behr paint. It's a mess, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so how this came about is I had that darker paint, and I could have color matched it. I have no idea what it's called, but I painted it in my bedroom, on my bedroom wall, and I painted it like another place. I don't know. I can't think right now, but that's the color that's in my bedroom. Don't know what it is. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or something, and I'm going to match that color. Or I would have had to go to Home Depot because Lowe's does not do Behr paints. Home Depot does. So anyways, if I really wanted to match it correctly, I would have to go to Home Depot. I was thinking I had the little sticker on this can. There's like a sticker thing on the side, and I was thinking I took a picture of it one day, and I was going to color match it, which I still can. But the phone that I ended up taking, because I record on a phone as well, was my actual cell phone, of course, and I didn't have the picture on there. Long story short, I had already found out about this creamy mushroom color by trying to color match it looking at Pinterest. I thought that paint was creamy mushroom, and y'all can even tell just by looking. In real life, in Pinterest, it looked like it matched. In real life, no, it's lighter. And I mean, it sort of kind of looks like it, but can you see the dilemma? Like, it's not the same at all. With all that being said, I went to Home Depot, and I just had it in my mind to get creamy mushroom. That's what I got. Came home, painted the backsplash with that, and I tested out that other color that's darker, and I put it on the sides of my cabinet, and I didn't like it. those two colors next to each other did not mesh well. It was just too, it was too much of the same type of shade, I guess. Even though one, it's basically, it was like the same shade but darker. And for some reason it just didn't work, right? So anyways, long story short, I'm like, you know what? Who's to say that you have to have two different colors? Who's to say that your cabinets have to be a different color than your walls? So, long story, long. I'm painting the whole damn kitchen creamy mushroom. I don't care. I'm painting the cabinets creamy mushroom. I'm actually painting inside of the cabinets. And I have never done this. I don't know if y'all can even tell, but the inside of this, hold on. That didn't really do much. The inside of that is white. And then the shelves are green because when I had first ever repainted or like painted my kitchen, or no, I guess what would this be, the fourth time I'm painting my kitchen? Okay, so I don't remember. I know at one point I painted everything white. That was the first time, but regardless, when I painted it green, because it was white, then green, then this grayish color, and now I'm painting it creamy mushroom. I actually know the color, the name of the color this time. Look at my daughter. Hold on a second. She's adorable. Anyways, I need to sit. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant painting. I'm almost, ooh, come here. You okay? I'm almost 7 months pregnant. So I got to get this done because once you hit 7 months, you're going to get tired again. But anyways, the difference with painting my kitchen this time around is this time around, I'm painting inside of the whole pantry. Like, I'm painting inside of every single cabinet. The only time I did that was when I painted it green, but I did not, as you can tell, like, I didn't paint the inside of this green. I just painted the shelves green. So I'm like so excited because I'm going to be opening the cabinet doors and be able to see like the same color, and it's just going to look nice and seamless. And then the other difference is that underneath the cabinets I never painted before, so I'm actually painting under that too. And I'll also be painting under here, the white. And I'm sure like it'll start to look yucky eventually, but I really want everything to just flow. And the funny thing is, I was like starting to think like, is that a bad idea? You know, and I Googled it or whatever, and I'm like, is it unusual to paint your whole kitchen kind of like the same color, like the walls and the cabinets and all that? And it's like, no, actually it's a good idea, especially for smaller kitchens. And I'm like, bingo, deal. Mom. Okay, now the bad news with painting your whole kitchen or your pantry is all the stuff that was in the pantry is on the table, and then your kid's like, Mommy, I want this. And I'm like, ugh, crap. How did you even find this? I didn't even know I took this out of the pantry to go put it over there. So my little angel's gonna be all jacked up on sugar. I'm gonna okay. Hey. Okay, let's wipe your face. You've had like a million oranges. Look what my dog did the other day. I didn't see it happen, but he like was running, I think, and knocked her over, because all she said that is that like his foot hit her head too, so she had like a little, not as bad as this, but something like over here too. But anyways, so real quick before I get started on the pantry, because I've been actually waiting for some joint compound to dry in there from nailing in my wall niche, and it went through into the pantry. So you want pink? Goodness gracious, I'm gonna regret this. Anyways, before I do that, Earl's playing music outside, but I do want to show you guys like how far he got in the house so far, and he's like still painting. I didn't touch the kitchen yesterday, and I was supposed to finish that cabinet over here that I showed you earlier. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish that today, but because I was supposed to finish it the other day, it should have been done today. Now I'm doing two things today. This is why you just need, if you are painting something, let me tell you what, if you can't even paint a whole room in a day, it doesn't matter, it's fine, but at least do a little bit of painting a day. Tell yourself like an hour. Like that's what we've been doing, except for yesterday. But I was helping paint the house, however, which y'all seen that. But so Earl's been busy. He's rolled out a lot of paint. He planned on doing the top part and leaving me the bottom for like if he is at work, at least I could reach everything, not have to be up on a ladder, worry. Yeah.
might be good for like the weed pitching. I don't know how long it's been up there, but it hasn't been very long. All it's doing is breeding.
Look at this kid. Second marshmallow. Okay, so before I get into painting, real quick, I'm going to do an overview of what this looks like, because I'm not just going to film the whole process. Like, I'll do like little bits and pieces and just kind of like go. But I'm also going to do like the rest of the kitchen. Why is the light off? There we go. And I did paint one drawer. I'm just trying to like visualize it. Because when I painted everything like the gray, it was supposed to be like a taupe type, not really taupe, but it was supposed to be like a beige, but it pulls way more gray. And there's tint in this glass here, so it just makes it look even worse. It never really looked like how I liked it. What I do like about the color is I like how it looks with the wood right here, but as y'all can see, it's just gray on the bottom. So, and then down here it was like a lighter, it looked more gray than up here. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I mean, throughout the day it changes, but still. Anyways, so that's what it looks like. And what I have going on right now, I need one of those carpet cleaner things. That my handheld one broke. It like started leaking. I still need one. But anyways, these are all the cabinet doors for this section. I'm not even going to touch this until all of this is done. So there's that. I gotta put them somewhere eventually, but I'm gonna put 2 of them back on today. And then here are the shelves that are in the pantry. Also, this shelf right here will not come out, so that's staying there. And these 2 are the bottom doors. That's the gray color that I'm not doing those doors until, I'm not gonna paint them until the other ones are done, because the way that I'm painting the other ones is like this. And it's, you can see a wet spot right here. Like, it's gonna take a while, and it's just got some wet spots. And then I flip it and I do the backside right here. Painting and projects are messy, but what time is it? 12:30. So we'll get some stuff done. Real quick though, before we get into too much more, I wanted to show you guys, I got this lantern at a garage sale for $2. It had glass in it, but one of the panels of glass was broken. So for some reason, I was thinking like, oh, I'm going to smash them all out with a hammer. And I'm like, duh. There's like little folding things back here that I could have just like grabbed the glass out of. So I did that instead. And I put it in a paper box outside. So, it's for the trash. It's like next to the trash. But anyways, there's that. I was like, score. And not just the lantern itself, but I actually got the 3 candles. I've had these little things that I got for free, but I got the 3 candles, and it comes with like these pieces of wood so they can be like different levels, you know. But how cute is that? It looks so beautiful at night. Okay, so Earl's out there with his music, and also I'm trying to do a short, so I did already start. I've been really trying to do a lot of shorts lately. I feel like you kind of have to, the way YouTube is. So I am not really a fan, but I'm trying to get into liking them. I don't know why. I just prefer longer videos, but that's when you're already like someone, and it's hard to get someone to watch a whole video if they don't even know who you are. And I don't like to introduce myself. At the beginning of every video, I don't want to sit there and be like, hi, my name's this, and this is my whole life story, and blah, blah, blah. Please subscribe. It's like, no. A short's just much easier to get someone to, you know, if they like you, they like you. But I'm not begging people to stay, you know? I don't know. Anyways, point is, I'm trying to do shorts, so it's like a little bit weird. But, so, this is what I'm doing. So, Earl got, like, you know, the paint trays or whatever. And this is, like, the lid, I think. Or this was a lid to cover it, but I'm using it as a paint tray because the other ones are all taken up because we're also in the middle of painting our house. Which I know it seems like he's doing a lot. Basically, I've not touched the backyard, and he's got the whole top, well, rolled out. I have to, like, go and, like, cut in and stuff, but he's done a lot. So, but he knows me. He knows I'm going to be finishing, and it's easy for me to paint in the backyard because Jay, like, can't go anywhere, but in the front yard, it's a lot harder, so we're trying to get the front knocked out of the way. But anyway, so I have like one of these purple rollers. You can't tell it's purple anymore, but I'm so excited, you guys. Like, it's funny because let me tell you this. If you choose to paint your kitchen or whatever, and you second guess painting the inside of a closet, maybe, because I'm no stranger to ignoring the closet. I'm like, well, out of sight, out of mind. What's the point of painting it, right? But I will tell you this. Once I painted my kitchen this, every single time I would open the cabinet or the pantry door, I would regret not painting the inside. Especially every cabinet that I would open and I would see green, I'd be like, why didn't I just do that? So I am trying to hurry, but I'm also trying to do a good job. Like, I'm trying to do a good job, but trying to do a lot instead of like, nah, I just want my kitchen to look different. You know, like, I actually want to do a good job. But let's get into it. Meanwhile, over there I have the doors, two top doors. Try to go brain here. Two top doors drying, and then I will start on the bottom doors. So that's how I'm doing it. It's like, honestly, the doors I will put on either one. I think, I can't remember. They might be different, they might not, but they look the same. But I'm doing exactly the door that I did take off. You know, like, I'm putting it back where it was, regardless of if they're different or not, or the same. I mean, but where was I going with that? I'm saying that because of something. That way I can, like, get this done, the top section done first, put all the shelves back in, everything will be dry, put the food in, close the doors, you know what I mean? And then I will work on the, like, rest of the bottom section. Like, that, at least that's how I'm trying to do it. Okay, so one thing I have not said, one of the reasons I'm spending extra time and doing a little bit more is because I'm also doing a little bit less because I'm just painting everything the same color, which means I don't have to be careful when I'm doing the wall. And, you know, it's like, I don't have to roll this wall out and be like, oh shoot, I touched the trim or the cabinet, because I'm going to paint it the same color. So it's a lot more forgiving this way and just easier. Paint my hair. Ugh, I knew it. I have to go pee again. I literally went 3 minutes ago. Oh, okay. It's fine. I should wear a hat. It's no big deal. It's already in my hair, right? Okay, so it's everywhere. Makes sense why I'm only using one color now. But anyways, what I was saying earlier was like, oh, it's good for a small kitchen, or small area where you do the walls and the cabinets the same color. But what I meant was, you can do it no matter what the size of your kitchen is, but they were saying for a smaller kitchen, it's good to do a light color. So I was like, oh, it's perfect. And then for a larger kitchen, it might actually look better with a darker color, but what the frick do they know? I gotta go pee and let me do some more. Okay, guys, everything is done and put back together. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish this on that day. I don't believe I might have. There we have it. No, you already had treats, boy. Out. Get your butt out of here. His treats are down there. He's like, they're down there, Mom. They're down there. Come on. I see them. I see them, and I want them. Hold on. There you go. Anyways, I feel so much better. I did the trim in the inside and everything. But, yeah, I love it so much. Hope it motivated you guys. If it did, don't forget to leave a heart down in the comments below. And I'll see you in my next one. Now I have to give this to Roxy. Bye.